guys, it's Cami. Welcome back to my channel. It is no surprise that I am obsessed with skincare. Today I am going to be sharing with you guys the information I have gathered since birth until now. My mom is actually a licensed esthetician, although she does focus on hair now. She is qualified to do facials and skincare, so I feel like I've grown up just constantly being taught things about skincare without even realizing it. First up, you guys know I have been partnering with CVS for quite some time now, and I have another exciting announcement for you all. CVS now carries Bliss products, and I am so thrilled for this because not only are the products incredible and amazing and at such a great price point, most importantly, they are all cruelty-free, and the majority of them are vegan. I am constantly so impressed by how many brands are taking the initiative to become cruelty-free and including vegan ingredients in their products. It is so important, and I feel like these big brands, not only Bliss, but CVS for carrying them, are realizing how important this is, not just for us and our bodies and the things that we're putting in it, but for our environment and for the future of the world. I'm not gonna go on and on today about being vegan, but I'm really pumped about this. I'm gonna share a bunch of my favorite products from them while giving you guys just some insight on skincare, so hopefully you'll have some knowledge and know how to treat your skin better and know what to use, when to use it, what to mix, what not to mix, and yeah, let's get into it. First and foremost, you need to know what type of skin you have in order to properly treat it. There's 4 main skin types. You have normal, dry, oily, and like myself, combination. If you're not sure what skin type you are, just take a look in the mirror and assess what you're working with. For me, I have combination, so I can get dry around my mouth and in my cheeks and even sometimes on my forehead, but I stay relatively oily in my T-zone. So I'll get oil on my forehead, down my nose, on the sides of my nose, and my chin. This is also where you'll see larger pores, blackheads, whiteheads, all that fun stuff that the oil brings. If you have oily skin, you're gonna notice this kind of issue that I have with my T-zone all over your face. And with dry, you'll notice, like I said, my dryness on the outside of my face, you'll notice that all over your face. And it doesn't mean it's very extreme, it just means your skin leans towards either being dry or oily or somewhere in the middle. And if you're blessed with the normal skin, which I feel like is not normal because I don't think the majority of people have this skin type, you're just gonna have kind of the perfect balance of oils that it's making your skin supple and nice and glowy, but it's not causing your pores to clog and have like excessive oil. You may think you already know what skin type you have, but you're going to want to reassess this occasionally because it's going to change with age and even with the seasons. My skin personally has dried out more and more every single year. I used to be very oily as a teen, as most are, and then with adulthood, I've gotten a bit more dried out, again, as most people do. Now that we've assessed our skin type, we're gonna wanna look at any problems. This could include uneven skin tone or texture, sensitivity, being acne prone, age spot, wrinkles, any really unwanted things, pretty much. Knowing this information about yourself is going to help you cater your skincare routine to your specific type of skin and the needs that you have. By knowing our specific skin type and any problems we may have, we now can personalize our skincare for our specific needs. So we'll know what products to use, when to use them, how often to use them, and what to mix them with. Regardless of skin type or skin problem, everyone needs to know the proper way to layer products. Now, you don't need to have a 10,000 step skincare routine. You can if you want to, like me. You absolutely don't have to, but you should know the proper order of using products. You always want to go from thin to thick or light to heavy products. Your thinner products are going to sink deeper into the skin. So if you put on a thicker product first, you essentially create a barrier. So then the thinner product is just going to sit on top of the thick product and then not penetrate into your skin whatsoever, essentially wasting your time and your money. And nobody wants that. So the scale is gonna start from your hyaluronic acids and working its way up to your oils. Also, speaking of hyaluronic acid, because I feel like it's such a big buzzword in skincare and the beauty community right now, but a lot of people don't actually know what it is. Your body naturally produces hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid holds 1,000 times its weight in water. If you're a dry bitch like me, this is an incredible thing. But it's also really incredible even if you have oily skin. Just because you have oily skin does not mean you don't need to moisturize. I feel like a lot of people get confused with this and think, oh, if I'm producing a lot of oil already, I don't need any more moisture. I just need to dry out, dry out, dry out. But oftentimes when we overly dry out our skin, our bodies just want to produce more and more oil to combat that. So virtually you're doing the opposite of what you really want to do. And on the flip side, if you have dry skin, that doesn't mean you don't have to exfoliate. A good example of this is when you have a sunburn. I know I was guilty of it when I was younger. Instead of exfoliating and getting rid of the dry, peeling skin, I would just moisturize, 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 throw aloe on nonstop, hoping that somehow that dry skin would be converted into nice, healthy new skin. I hate to break it to you guys, dead skin cells can't be reborn. You need to get rid of those dead skin cells so that the healthy skin underneath can emerge. So let's work our way through a skincare routine, and I am going to share some of the products from Bliss with you guys and show you what you should and you shouldn't mix and when to use them. So in the morning, the rule of thumb is to start with your cleansers, toners, serums or spot treatments, moisturizers, eye creams, and SPF. And at night, you'll do cleanser, exfoliator, toner, serum, moisturizer, oil, and then your eye cream. For me personally, I don't have a very long morning skincare routine. Because I have sensitive skin, I don't like to mess with it when it doesn't need it. I typically use a night cream or an oil, so in the morning I still have a little bit remaining residue from that on my skin. So I just like to take some warm water, splash it over my face, or take a warm washcloth and gently rub off any of that excess product from the evening, and then just put on my moisturizer. But again, it's all about what your specific skin type is. Sensitivity rolls over everything when it comes to my skincare routine. So getting into the cleansers. Now, I am very guilty of loving a good makeup wipe. I think that they can be so wonderful and such a great thing within your makeup routine. Whether you have on really heavy makeup and you just want to do a quick rub down prior to washing your face, or sometimes you're just feeling lazy. It should never be the only way you are cleansing your face. I also, for me, again, sensitivity rolls over everything, have such an issue with being too rough with a makeup wipe to really get everything off, and then it irritates my skin. A lot of times you also are kind of just pressing the makeup into your skin more because you're just not fully removing everything. I really do like these makeup removers from Bliss because they're oil-free and they have chamomile, so they aren't aggressive on my skin. It is really soothing and nice. So I love this as the first step, or if I'm having a night when I'm lazy, but just don't make it a habit of only cleansing with wipes all the time. You are really just gonna be pushing so much dirt and oil into your skin, and is nasty. So what I prefer to use is an oil cleanser or a jelly cleanser, something you're going to use on dry skin and really break down any impurities on your skin, whether it be makeup, dirt, oil, all of that. Bliss has a makeup melt. It's a dry, wet, gentle jelly cleanser with rose flower. So it is extremely, extremely gentle on the skin. You don't have to worry about it irritating, and it is going to break down all of that makeup so that you can just wipe it away with a warm washcloth. I highly, highly, highly recommend looking into a jelly or oil cleanser, something that is going to fully break down everything on your skin, and use the makeup wipes sparingly. Let's get into my second favorite skincare step. Nothing will ever compare to moisturizing, but I do love a good exfoliator. So like I said, the common misconception of if you have dry skin, you shouldn't be exfoliating, it is fully debunked. It is so important to exfoliate no matter what type of skin you have, because if you don't get rid of those dead skin cells, it is a lot more difficult for the products that you're putting on your skin to penetrate past that barrier. So in the evening, once your skin is fully cleansed from all of the nasties of the day, it is time to exfoliate. But there are a few rules when it comes to exfoliating, because the only thing worse than not exfoliating is over exfoliating. There are a few ways you can over exfoliate. More obviously would be by doing it too often or too rough. If you don't have that layer of dead skin cells that really need rejuvenated and wiped away, you're going to be harming healthy, fresh, new skin cells. And that's going to irritate the crap out of your skin, and cause all sorts of problems. So depending on your skin type, I would recommend only exfoliating 2 to 3 times a week if you're more sensitive, and some people can definitely get away with doing it more often. I prefer to keep it to a minimal. And the less obvious way of over exfoliating is by combining the wrong things. So there's 2 types of exfoliants. You have your chemical exfoliants and your physical exfoliants. Physical exfoliants are going to be anything from using a washcloth or a loofah or any product that has little beads in it. And then your chemical exfoliants are going to be things that have stuff like glycolic acid in it, microdermabrasion, AHA, BHAs. Look for those type of buzzwords. Quick little science rundown on AHAs and BHAs. AHAs are alpha hydroxy acids and BHAs are beta hydroxy or salicylic acids. They are both chemical exfoliants that you put onto the skin and leave on, and they then break down the bond holding your dead skin cells onto the surface. AHAs work on the skin's surface and are water soluble, and BHAs work on the skin surface and in the pores and are oil soluble. AHAs you're going to want to use on normal to dry skin, and BHAs you're going to want to use on normal to oily skin, but you can also combine the 2 together. There's a lot of information there, so we're going to move on for now. If you would like more information on this, let me know. Send me some questions and I'll try to answer them. If you combine these chemical exfoliants with a physical exfoliant, it's just going to be doing too much and actually damage your skin as opposed to helping it. So let's talk about the exfoliant products that Bliss has. There's a Pore Patrol Daily Warming Scrub with black volcanic sand and the That's Incredipure Glycolic Resurfacing Pads to smooth and brighten. Now, I can see how it could be enticing to use both of these together. I, of course, want to smooth and brighten, but I also want Pore Patrol. Heck yeah, I want to get rid of all these blackheads all up in my pores. But there is glycolic acid in these peels, which, pop quiz, if you've been paying attention, is an AHA. So if you combine the 2, you're essentially doing a chemical exfoliant with a physical exfoliant, and that's no good. So you're gonna wanna alternate between the 2 of these. Just don't use them on the same night and you'll be good to go. Another hot ticket item right now in skincare is vitamin C. It does pretty much everything that you would want. It brightens, it evens skin tone, it reduces the appearance of scars. You name it, it does it. It's freaking fantastic. But you don't want to combine vitamin C with your AHAs and BHAs. And this is all because of the perfect pH balance we try to maintain in our skin. Your pH is the acidity level in your skin. And because AHAs and BHAs can be so harsh, they work at about a pH of a 3 or a 4. So if you then go use your vitamin C, virtually it just cancels out any of the benefits because it's not at the correct pH level. And again, you're wasting money, you're wasting time, and it's just useless. But no worries, just make sure you're using your vitamin C in the daytime when you're not exfoliating, or on a night you're not exfoliating either. And this is why you'll often see vitamin C in a daytime serum. So speaking of the vitamin C, it is in the Bliss Explosion Radiance Boosting Eye Cream, which is great because, as I mentioned, it has a brightening property, which we all are constantly striving for under our eyes. And you actually shouldn't run into any problems using this product with any of your exfoliants because in reality, you shouldn't be exfoliating right under your eye. This area is so delicate, you have to be gentle with it. Even when applying your products, you want to take your ring fingers or even your pinkies and just lightly dab in that product because it is so thin and so delicate. And on to my favorite thing in skincare, the moisturizers. So I have loads and loads of options here. I'm just gonna run through them and explain when the best time is to use these products. Let's start with the Mighty Marshmallow Bright and Radiant Whipped Mask. It says that it's airy and whipped, it has brightening boost, and it delivers a surge of hydration to instantly reveal a new luminosity, which you might think would be perfect after using your harsh chemicals to balance back that pH. You just stripped it with your cleansers, you stripped it with your AHAs and BHAs, and you want to replenish it with a revitalizing mask. But you want to look that this does have vitamin C in it. So it's not going to cause any problems. I'm sure it will do the job. It's going to moisturize. But do you really want to waste your vitamin C when you're not really going to be getting the benefits from it when your pH is so out of whack? Luckily, this product isn't too expensive, but if you just buy a vitamin C oil, it is extremely pricey. So I say save this one for another time and let's focus on something else. I would probably go with the Watermelon Reviving and De-Stressing Overnight Mask. Typically you're exfoliating at night anyways, so if you apply this mask overnight, it's gonna have time to kind of balance everything back out, soak in and absorb those moisturizers that you've just removed from exfoliating. So these two are great for your nighttime moisturizers depending on where you're at in your skincare routine. And then for daytime moisturizers, you have your Exclusion Super Rich Moisturizer for dewy, radiant skin. Almost didn't say that. And then your Drench and Quench Creamy to Water Hydrator for all day moisture. I'm really getting tongue twisted right now. So your Exclusion has the vitamin C in it, so that's gonna be great for brightening overall during the day. And then for the Drench and Quench, I love a cream to water moisturizer. I really like a thick, dense moisturizer that I can feel like it's there. It's on my skin. But this can be really hard if you need to apply your makeup after and you just have moisturizer sitting on top. It's gonna make everything slide around. So I have found that a cream to water one really fulfills my desire to have kind of a heavy moisturizer to put on and feel that working, but then it's gonna go to a water hydrator. So it's gonna soak into your skin, really get deep down in those layers, make your skin nice and supple and perfect for the day, but you then can continue, apply your makeup, and be good to go. Okay, I think that is all of the advice and the products I wanted to share with you guys. I hope some of this advice was helpful for you guys. I tried to keep it as clear and concise as I possibly could. I'm not the best at that. I'm a rambler, as I am doing right now. If you would like to check out the incredible Bliss products that are now available at CVS that I have featured today, I will link everything in the description box below. Don't forget to become a CVS Beauty Club member so you can get incredible deals all throughout the year. I love you guys so much and I will see you next week. Bye.